What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a 12-minute haircut tutorial, so stay tuned. We're starting off by saturating the hair and combing all his curls in place. Now that we're done laying the hair down, we can move on to our anti outliners and create our first guideline. You want to make sure you contour this guideline to the head shape so the fade can flow better. Now that we're done balding him out, we can move on to our shave stick and apply it to his skin. This is so he doesn't bump up. Now that we're done applying the shave stick, we can move on to our foil shavers and remove the stubble. Make sure you flick out about 1 millimeter away from your first guideline. This is so you don't create a harsh line with your foil shavers. Now that we're done balding him out and removing the stubble, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make sure you make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Now we're going to use our lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're going to use the same guard and the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to the 2 guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. Remember to flick out as much as possible once you reach the top. Remember, we're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using the 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners would definitely help. Before we use our clipper of a comb, we're going to debulk with the 3 guard all the way open and we're going to flick out as much as we can. Now we're going back to our 2 guard all the way open and we're going to continue to flick out this line. Now we're moving back to our 1 guard all the way open to flick out this line. Now that we're done with our guards, we can move on to the clip over comb and create our silhouette. Having the hair slightly damp does make it easier to pick up with the comb. Once I pick up the hair with the comb, I'm then tilting the comb at a certain degree and either debulking horizontally or fading vertically. Now I'm going back to my previous guards and detailing as much as possible. Before you start your shear work, you want to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so when you pull the hair, you get the full length. Now that the hair is nice and saturated, we could go ahead and create our first guideline at the top of the cactus and then connect it to the parietal ridge. Us doing our shear work near the calic area is going to make it as smooth as possible. Moving on to the hairline, we're going to start off by debulking it with the one guard all the way open and then moving on to our Annis T outliner, starting off in the middle and working our way to the sides. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Also, if you leave a comment down below, I'm definitely going to reply to it, so make sure you do. Now we're lining up the right side. You always want to make sure all the baby hairs are combed down before you line him up. We're trying to make the vertical bar as crispy as possible. Now that we're done lining them up, we can move on to our Turkish Razor Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. Remember, before you use the razor, you always want to apply shave gel to make the razor glide a little bit more smoother. Also, you want to keep the razor at a 45-degree angle and stretch the skin as much as possible.